We're back. The city of St. Petersburg may face a lawsuit over red tide along Bay Area beaches and how it relates to the recent release of wastewater. A map from the FWC shows where red tide is detected, and you can see here it stretches all the way from Tampa Bay to Charlotte Harbor. Florida wildlife officials explain red tide is a natural occurrence, but environmental group Suncoast Waterkeepers believes nutrients in the sewage makes red tide last longer. The group is now considering suing St. Pete over the wastewater release.
Stay in your lane. For now, anyway. It's back to the drawing board for toll lanes on the Howard-Franklin Bridge. Transportation officials nixed the plan to use one of 4 general use lanes for tolls. This doesn't mean there won't be toll lanes. It just means officials want to look at other options. Officials are considering adding tolls in hopes of reducing congestion on the busy bridge.
And in your vote, final preparations are underway right now for tonight's first and only televised vice presidential debate. Republican nominee Mike Pence will face off with Democratic rival Tim Kaine, though much of the debate is expected to focus on recent controversies involving their running mates, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. The debate is happening at Longwood University in Farmville, Virginia, but you can watch the showdown right here on News Channel 8 starting at 9 p.m.
Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton is using some big names to sway voters in Florida. Tomorrow, President Barack Obama will campaign at USF. Also on the stump, Vice President Joe Biden. Biden attended a Monday rally in Sarasota where he spoke to supporters. Afterwards, our Jennifer Lee caught up with the vice president for an exclusive one-on-one. Here's a snippet of what he told Jen about the race.
I mean, is it possible after an election like this to see a return to any kind of bipartisan politics?
I think we get by this. I think you're going to see the public so sick and tired of this vicious division that they're going to say, whoa, produce something for us.
You can listen to the entire unedited conversation between Jen Lee and Vice President Biden on our website. Just head on over to WFLA.com.
A new poll shows Hillary Clinton with a 5-point lead over Republican candidate Donald Trump. In the CNN ORC survey of likely voters, Clinton received 47% support compared to Trump's 42%. The poll also shows some big gains for Clinton versus Trump in support from men.
Across America this morning, a fight during a Ravens-Raiders football game leaves one Baltimore fan on life support. It happened near the concession stand at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Witnesses report 2 Raiders fans got into an argument with Joseph Bauer, a Ravens fan. Bauer was knocked to the ground, hit his head, and lost consciousness. Investigators are trying to figure out what started the fight. In the meantime, they arrested and charged 2 men, both from New York. Today, friends, family, and fans will remember legendary golfer Arnold Palmer. A service to honor Palmer will take place at St. Vincent's College Basilica in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Thousands are expected to attend. One of Palmer's colleagues and challengers, Jack Nicklaus, is scheduled to speak. Palmer died last month from heart complications. He was 86 years old.
A smoky and fiery scene in southeast Colorado where a grass fire is burning. So far, flames have burned about 3,000 acres and destroyed 7 buildings near Pueblo. People living in the area are being told to leave before the flames get too close. Happening today, it is time to freshen up your resume for a new job. Employers are currently recruiting for more than 500 jobs at a community career fair. It's happening at George Steinbrenner Field at the event pavilion there. That's at 1 Steinbrenner Drive. It all kicks off this morning at 10. And you can find more information on our website, WFLA.com. Don't forget, you want to make sure you look good, you look professional, you take lots of copies of your resume.
Right.
Maybe practice a couple of Q&A with a good friend.
I like that.
So
That's a good idea. That works.
Yeah.
All right, we are just seconds away from 5:48 on this Tuesday morning. Lots to talk about weather-wise, Lee.
Yeah, we're going to start by talking about Hurricane Matthew because I know that's the first question that you're all going to give me. Well, it's unfortunately just about to make landfall on the very western tip here of Haiti, and this has just been bringing them torrential rains. We're going to see terrible video coming out of that throughout the day today, unfortunately. The interesting thing with the latest forecast, as this moves north at 9 miles per hour, it almost threads the needle where it doesn't affect a lot of land, meaning it's not going to weaken because of land interaction between now and Wednesday afternoon when it's still a Category 4 hurricane with 130 mile per hour winds. Unfortunately, as it takes a westerly turn toward Florida's east coast. And this is Friday morning, a Category 3 hurricane just miles off the Melbourne coast. And that means that even Polk and Highlands County are in this cone of uncertainty. But what we know is that any deviation west or east of this central track right here, which will happen, it will be either west or east of this more than likely, would drastically change our effects before this moves up right along the Carolina coastline. So let me show you with the current thinking what I expect to happen. Now, of course, not going to have much of an impact on us between now and Thursday morning. In fact, the storm will be in Nassau Thursday morning around 5 a.m. Watch what happens here as we head into Thursday night. Heavy rain right along the southeast coast of Florida. But on the west coast, still relatively dry. We are on the dry side of this. So while we'll see possibly some flooding on the east coast and heavy rain through Friday morning in our interior communities like Polk and Highlands County, western portions of our communities, Tampa, Pinellas County, western Pasco, your rain chances don't go up all that much with the current thinking. Now, today will be at about 74 degrees at 8 a.m., 88 at 4. Scattered storms that don't have anything to do with Matthew, by the way. Then 30% chances for Wednesday and Thursday as those wind speeds increase. Leslie, how about traffic on the 8th?
All right, well, we're still holding on to a good drive on the Bay Area interstates. Let's go ahead and zoom in here to the Apollo Beach area, folks. This crash here, 301 and Big Bend Road, looks like it is pretty much cleared here. We also had a little bit of construction in the area earlier. Fowler Avenue at the entrance ramp to northbound I-75. Just built this map, and then FHP said, oh, it's already cleared up. So that's some good news. I-75 is a great drive in and out of Pasco and through Hillsborough. This accident, US 19 at Klosterman, that has cleared from the roadway. That's some good news, right? But we got another one just a little bit to the north of it here. Grand Boulevard at Sunray Drive in Holiday. So be on the lookout for that. That's a look at weather and traffic on the 8th. Back to Gina Gale.
All right, thank you so much, Leslie. A heartwarming story of some local deputies helping a family in need.
Yeah, that story's still ahead. Also hitting the brakes in the drive-thru. How much time do people really spend waiting for their fast food? We'll tell you. You're watching News Channel 8 today. It's 5:50 on this Tuesday morning.